John Cena's best WWE matches ranked. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. In almost every sector, including WWE, the phrase greatest of all time has become overused hyperbole. Yet John Cena is one of the few individuals to whom the title truly applies. As the organization's biggest star for 10 years, he carried the company entirely on his shoulders and eventually matched another great athlete, Ric Flair, in the record-tying 16 world championships he held, although Flair is actually a 21-time champion. For the majority of his career, Cena's in-ring work drew criticism, but as his skill continued to grow and demonstrate that he was a master of the ring as well as the microphone, even his most ardent detractors were forced to reconsider. In addition to his dedication to the WWE and his outstanding matches, John Cena is one of the unique, once-in-a-lifetime performers who has earned the right to be called an icon. John Cena held an open challenge every week on Raw during his fourth United States Championship reign, and those battles were some of his best ever. It would be irresponsible of this list to leave out at least one of those games, and his little rivalry with Cesaro was possibly the highlight of the US Open Challenge stage. The Swiss Superman was just seconds away from claiming the title when Kevin Owens interrupted their workshop the previous week, resulting in a DQ. This was the Swiss Cyborg's second week of denials. Thus, on 4th of July week, a rematch was held. Having one of the company's most adored wrestlers and one of its greatest in-ring technicians participate in a true masterpiece felt like the perfect way to honor America. John Cena has a great sense of when to play the part of the heel as much as possible. Even though he never reached his peak in his career, he was able to maintain his babyface by knowing when to admit he was the opponent going into a match. Here's an instance of that. More than normal, Cena was the de facto heel that the fans would jeer since Daniel Bryan had the crowd eating out of his hands at the beginning of the Yes movement. In the meantime, Cena had people cheering him on as he wrestled the world's greatest in-ring wrestler and an opponent who questioned his wrestling prowess to prove. With a chip on his shoulder, the WWE champion carried the match. This dynamic, along with the real skill of both guys, resulted in a superb match. After that, nobody would chant, "You can't wrestle" at Cena. When it comes to John Cena's ability to play the heel as closely as possible without truly turning, the One Night Stand episode from 2006 is by far the closest to the actor ever becoming a true heel. In enemy territory, there's nothing quite like John Cena. The Doctor of Thugonomics was clearly in control from the minute he entered the Hammerstein ballroom with his hat pulled down and faced an angry audience that would have rioted if he had won. In an attempt to hold onto his WWE championship, Cena was not afraid to go all out and inflict massive amounts of damage on a fan favorite, Rob Van Dam. The last thing anyone wanted to see was another world championship for ECW, which was in dire need of one as its official comeback drew closer. Fortunately, the show's conclusion provided the audience with the desired happy moment. They always seemed to have the same chemistry as the greatest couples in wrestling history: Egg, Flair, and Steamboat, Austin, and Rock. Their rapport became stronger with each game, and the matches themselves got better. To be fair, their match on Raw a few years later comes the closest to surpassing their match at Money in the Bank. More on that later. The most memorable aspect of this bout is how shocking it was to witness the leader of the Cena Nation execute a head scissor takedown while the straight-edge superstar delivered a piledriver, a move that was later prohibited. But what's often missed is that, given the high stakes, excitement, and emotion this bout had en route to the grandest stage, a contest of this level wouldn't seem out of place on a Mania bill. Sadly, Punk's initial stint in the WWE was about to come to an end because the outcome of this match prevented him from competing in the main event match of WrestleMania, which was something he had been dying to do. If anything, John Cena's appearances at SummerSlam are more synonymous with him than his appearances at WrestleMania. Because of this, When AJ Styles faced John Cena at his iconic PPV in 2016, all eyes were on him. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.